Hey guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Scream Week here on the channel because today we're going to be talking about Scream 2, tomorrow we're going to be talking about Scream 3, the next day Scream 4, then the day after that it's the big one, Scream 2022, Scream 5, whatever you want to call it, that's when that review will be dropping. But today we're going to be talking about Scream 2. If you haven't watched my video talking about the first Scream, make sure you go check that out as well, where I declare that my favorite film of all time. And this one I will gladly declare as my favorite sequel of all time. Yes, better than The Dark Knight, better than Empire Strikes Back. This is my favorite sequel of all time. This movie, not quite as good as the first one, but it almost gets there. Back when I was younger, I actually did like this one more. Maybe it's because Courtney Cox is very attractive looking in this film. Maybe that had something to do with it, but this one, Sydney's a little more grown up. Her and Randy are in college at Windsor College. They have a new group of friends, a little less psychopathic friends, for the most part. Jerry O'Connell joins the cast in this one. Timothy Oliphant joins the cast in this one. You get the introduction of Debbie Salt in this one, who is a fascinating thorn in Courtney Cox's Gale Weathers side. Of course, she returns. Dewey comes back. David Arquette. You get some fascinating stuff. Gale gets a new cameraman that's provides some good humor. You get a lot of, if you know a lot about the movie, you get a lot of stuff like the sheriff at the Windsor College is David Arquette's father in real life, so that's fun. You get some scenes with them. In this film, the kills are amped up, the jokes are amped up. You get a great music number from Jerry O'Connell. You get lots of glorified cameos, like one by Sarah Michelle Gellar, who's always great. Of course, she was in the I Know What You Did Last Summer movie. Buffy is what most people know her as. Daphne in Scooby-Doo. So it was great to see her. This one really turns up the meta-ness, especially with the introduction of the Stab movies inside the Scream movie universe, which is fascinating. You also get to see Omar Epps and Jada Pinkett Smith in the beginning of this. They are unfortunately the first casualties of this highly casualty-touted film. This film is fantastic. This film keeps you guessing. You're wondering who's the killer. Is it Cott Leary who plays a big role in this? Did, Sydney snap? Did Dewey snap? Did Randy snap? Is it the boyfriend again? Is it Jerry O'Connell's character, Derek? Is it Sydney's new best friend? They do mix it up where it's Timothy Oliphant and Debbie Salt, a.k.a. Billy Loomis'S mother, who is behind the scenes of this whole entire film, kind of controlling Timothy Oliphant, where Timothy Oliphant does most of the work, but he's kind of like the stew of this, where he's kind of like the fall boy, where Debbie Salt, aka Billy Loomis'S mom, kind of is the main villain of this one. Neve Campbell kind of has, in the first one, she was a good actress, but she was still young. In this one, she kind of is more of a young woman. She kind of comes into her own. She starts kicking ass a lot more in this one. Really get some good hits on Ghostface. You get a lot more of the Gale Dewey dynamic in this one, which makes sense because they were married in real life at the time. It was right at when their marriage first started. And it's fascinating how good this film is, because this film came out a year after Scream. Scream became a smashing success, so they had this film ready to go in 1 year after. So it's amazing how good it is, because a lot of times when that happens, especially nowadays, the film stings up the joint. Most horror sequels do suck, but Scream 2 is one of the rare exceptions in this genre. Scream 2 is a great movie, not quite as good as the first one, but does stand above the rest of the franchise. Courtney Cox looking fine in this one. Timothy Oliphant looks awesome. He's a crazy, just insane character named Mickey, who's kind of like the evil Randy almost in a certain sense. In this one, we do bid farewell to Randy, which does suck because Randy was the character I always resonated the most with in the original Scream. Movie nerd, that's me. So it was a shame that he got killed off. I'd love to see, Jamie Kennedy return for the new Scream and hang out with the rest of the cast, but nonetheless, he did bite the bullet, or bite the knife, you should say, in this one. But this one, I feel like the killers were even more unpredictable. The kills were fresher. Some great cameos. The meta-ness was improved upon tenfold. So Scream 2 is a blast. One of my favorite films of all time. Definitely my favorite sequel of all time. Scream 2 gets a 9 out of 10 from me here on the channel. That is the Scream 2 review. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comments below. What did you think of Scream 2? Did you think it was a big letdown, big step down from the first Scream? Or do you think it's almost on par like I do? Let's chat down in the comments below. Make sure you guys share this video and subscribe to the channel for the rest of the Scream videos. Like I said, Scream 3 will be up tomorrow, and Scream 4 will be up the next day, with the new Scream coming the day after that, late in the evening. So thank you all for watching. I'll see you guys right here next time.